when I log on to Flickr, this is the screen I automatically see, and I want to make an album in order to do part 1 of my portfolio assignment. So if I select you, I go to the third one, it says albums. I'm brought to this screen. I already have that final portfolio going for the purpose of showing you guys how to do it, but I'm going to go through the process just so you know. This demo assumes that you already have your pictures uploaded to Flickr. So that's step 1. Going through that process you've been doing all semester, that upload button, and making sure those are already uploaded to your photo stream. So I'm just going to click on New Album, and it will bring me to this screen. I will say Final Portfolio, and this is going to be a demo piece. And I might type a description here that says Final Portfolio for Spring Semester 2019. And you can see down at the bottom, I have a scroll bar of all the pictures that I've uploaded. So all I have to do is drop and drag. Again, I want 20 images. These are going to be images that you have already taken, and you will have taken them in the past 4 months. I have kind of a variety of images. You'll see that again, there's a range, and this, I take pictures a lot of the landscape, so naturally mine all have a similar theme for the most part. However, for this class, you've had quite the variety of assignments, so you're just picking the most successful pieces that you already have. So let's see, I have this image. All right, I've already uploaded that, and you can see I have to make sure that I'm uploading things in the right order. Now I have 20 images. That last one it's a little bit of an outlier, but it works. So now I've added my 20 pictures. I can hit save, and it's going to save. Now what I want to do is I'm going to click on that final portfolio, and I'm going to start by adding description. So there's 2 ways to do this. I can double click on my image, and I can type in that 2 to 3 sentence description that I'm going to do for each one. So here I might type up my description and say, this picture was taken on a hike in Hocking Hills, Ohio. And the reason I have this image included is because, again, when I go home, I live in this area now, but when I go home, I'm from Ohio, so there are images from my travels back home. So that's why I have these different geographical images. So a picture was taken on a hike in Hocking Hills, Ohio. I was captivated by the reflections. And make sure you're checking what you're spelling, because you can see my fingers aren't working today. I was captivated by the reflections on the water. They remind me of pouring medium, which I use in my artistic collage practices. I included this image because I think the color palette I achieved while editing this image is a strong example. And I'll hit save, and then I can go through the same process. There's a little checkbox down at the bottom that says go to your next item when you save. You can click that, and then it'll just take you to that screen. So that's what I'm going to do for all 23, at least 2 to 3 sentences, making sure you're telling me why. There is another way you can do that. So I can access that through that screen. I can also go back to my albums. I can click on Final Portfolio Demo. It pulls this up. And now I can scroll through my images. I think this is personally a little bit more user-friendly, but again, it's all up to you. I can see the bridge awaits. There's my title. I have my description. So if I want to scroll to my next one, SMC Chapel, I already named these when I upload them because it saves me that step, but I can edit it by clicking that if I want to rename it. And now I can type my description. So I'll say, this particular image serves as a reminder of the power of light for me, I was struck by the shadows formed on this chapel, taken during a bright day, although chilly. Oh my goodness, although chilly. Scale, again, is fascinating to me here. The tree in the foreground, dwarfs, anything man-made in the image. So now I have that done. Now I have my description. I'll move on to the next one. So you can see I've uploaded these and I have included descriptions, and they all have varying degrees of descriptions. I'm trying to get to one. Here we go. So these were ones I've already done about ice formations. So again, this was on campus. I try to look outside and take images on campus when I can. And you can see I've written about it. So you're going to go through uploading those 20 to that album. And then I will go ahead and write a description, make sure they all have titles. And then that is step one of that portfolio. The other thing you're going to do, if I go to groups, you'll see I have all my groups. I'm going to add those pictures to that final portfolio, to this module. And the reason I'm doing that is because I think it makes it easier for us to see them. So you should have an album under your account, and then you're going to upload them to this module. And I'll go ahead and do that now. So I'm going to add some photos to this group. Again, I have to add them 6 at a time. So yes, it's a little, I'm going to have to do this in a couple spouts. So there's my first 6. I'm going to add it to the group. And then, dun, 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 we wait for it to load. Now I'm going to go ahead and add more. Oh, don't want that picture of me. All right, we got 12. So again, I should be adding 20. And then these should be my last 2. So once you've done that, then you can move on to viewing other people's images, writing your responses, writing your discussion postings. But I just wanted to go ahead and highlight that because I know that's a new step for us in this semester.